I want to jump over now to you, Alex, because you run the GSA at the school, and I get to go sit in on this group of students, and they're a hoot. They're an absolute hoot. Every day I go in there, they make me smile because they've got the kids that you thought, oh my goodness, I have to do more work, I'm behind. These kids are making me feel this way. Why don't you kind of explain to me what you do with these kids and how this happened that the GSA was formed in the school?
Because I used to work in a high school, and I ran the GSA at that high school, so that was, over 20 years ago, I'm afraid to say. And it had been in the hands of the French teacher, and he asked me to take it over. And something I learned back then that I still hold with me today, that the power of the GSA is not necessarily the kids who come, but the kids who are afraid to come but know it's there, and that helps them feel safe. Because I had kids, especially at the high school level, who would speak to me individually, just knowing I was the GSA advisor, I was a safe person to talk to. They weren't necessarily eager to be a part of the GSA group, but they knew that that was there, that existed, helped them feel safer.
That's huge.
So then coming from high school to middle school now, where I've been for 12, 13 years, there was not a GSA at the middle school initially. And then we decided to go,
We're using the acronym GSA. Can you tell everyone what that is?
Gay Straight Alliance.
Gay Straight Alliance.
Yes. We've had some issues around our naming, but that's where we are now. We are now the GSA, to be straight up, Gay Straight Alliance. So I can't remember, I feel like it maybe was 7 or 8 years ago, when we went to the principal and argued that we really needed to have a group that was supportive of LGBTQ kids. And it was a little bit of a battle.
Do we have the same principal now?
No, that is a former principal.
Okay.
And it's not the principal that was there back in the 90s.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
There was a little bit of resistance, even in higher up administrators. And part of what they resisted was having a group called the Gay Straight Alliance. They didn't want to be that forward about it. So we came up with Students for Safe Schools. And so our idea was really we were being supportive of LGBTQ, but then a lot of people misunderstood what we were there for. Were we anti-bullies all around, or was it specifically this or specifically that? So we've had a couple name changes, and now we are the Gay Straight Alliance, which I would like to keep, hopefully.
Not GLOW anymore.
Yeah, our high school has the acronym GLOW, which I think is also pretty cool. Gay, lesbian, or whatever. I think it's cute. But there were middle school kids who argued against that because they felt it was dismissive.
Okay.
That it wasn't, okay, yeah, you're gay, lesbian, you're whatever, whatever. They didn't really embrace it. So we are the GSA. We meet at lunches so we can have a full, because kids are so busy after school. We have after school clubs, but I found through experience that it's really hard to get kids to come after school. They just have too much going on in their lives. So we do it during lunch. So we have 8th grade group, 6th grade group, and year after year, a very small or non-existent 7th grade group. Something about 7th grade, they're very
Fascinating.
It's tough.
Maybe there's research out there that can explain why.
I wonder. 6th graders are eager. This 6th grade group is totally activist. They want to change the world.
I mean,
really
you don't just sit in there and eat lunch with these kids and talk. I mean, that's not what happens in this.
They want to make things happen.
Won't you tell what's happened? Because not only do they want things to happen, they make things happen.
They do. We're writing postcards to administrators or even justices. And then back in the fall, it got started in the fall. It was actually one of the 8th graders. We have a really activist 8th grade group as well. There was an 8th grader who proposed the idea of having a raffle and selling raffle tickets and having all sorts of prizes and raising money to give to their Trevor Project. And so the 6th graders totally helped, and they gathered all the prizes. Yeah, I'm the advisor, but the kids are the ones making things happen. Like, I fill in the pieces and I connect the dots where necessary.
Right.
And I go to the administrators when necessary, but the motivation and, I mean, it happens. The kids make it happen. It's amazing.
Makes it organic, doesn't it?
Yeah. They're very impressive.
So the Trevor Project, for people who don't know, and maybe I'm not completely, it's a prevention helpline.
Yeah.
for people that might be at the end of the rope, in particular LGBT youth,
Yes.
is who this helpline is for, and you reach out to it when you have nothing else to reach out to.
Right, right.
And for you all to think that, for these kids to have that much empathy, I don't even know if I knew what empathy was in 7th grade or
Right.
6th grade, either one. Just to see these kids care about another human being
Yeah.
is, I walk down this school and down the hallways and I see kids and I say hello to them and they say hello back. I give kids out, I hand out homework to kids and they say thank you.
Isn't that cute?
I mean, how is this possible that I'm at a school where the kids are that polite? And I'm thinking it must fall from the family.
A lot of it, absolutely.